My parents could have afforded to give me a better life because at the age when I started boxing memory, they were not poor. Matter of fact, they were doing very well. They could have helped with raising me in a proper vicinity, but they raised me in a Jigula. This is not me talking against the Jigula. This is me saying parents should be very mindful of where they raise their kids, because there are some areas that are okay for adults. Because of course you already probably were born and raised in a better environment, and you just out of your own will probably want to experience a new environment or life in a certain light. And I think that's where Jigula comes in, because Jigula, to my own understanding, even as a child, is not a proper place to raise a child. Yes, it shapes you in a way that you have so much fears. You are limited mind-wise as to what to expect when it comes to certain topics in life. The way you see life is different. Your approach to life and people, your area shapes it in a way. I know a lot of people might argue it, but that's the truth. So if you can afford it as a parent, please be mindful of where you raise your child. I know what I'm saying. Personally, I have no intention of raising my children where I currently live. I've always wanted to live here before my children start school properly. Because for me, I put them in a school close to the house, because of course I don't want to just leave them at home. Why stay at home when they could actually make good use of the time they have now while we're still here? So if you can afford it, please. There are environments that are okay for kids, and there are environments that if you love that place so much, or you want to have a feel of that vicinity, you can come back later when the children are grown, when you've raised them. Because whether you like it or not, you, the environment, the people that lives in that environment, the things that happens in that environment, the day-to-day happenings in that environment are all the elements that shapes your child, that will shape your child. I hope my message is clear, because I honestly want to be as clear as possible. Yes, things might have gone down later in life, but to the best of my knowledge, my parents were capable. And not to say they did not give me a good life, because we went to the best schools in Ajigule. And it was only primary that I did in Ajigule. I attended Nigerian Navy Primary School, which was one of the best at that time. And afterwards, my father put me in a New Era Girls Secondary School. And then a lot of balderdash happened, and I then finished somewhere for the purpose of writing work. Please, be mindful of where you raise your child. I'll see you next time.